Al-IyamoyeTv Radio, Voice of the Voiceless.
Al-IyamoyeTv and radio on the Politicos. This is the program where we talked about things that are going on around the politics in Nigeria and beyond. My name is Moses OKUNLOLA. You're welcome on the show. But firstly, let's check the political stories that we have, after which we deliberate on something that is very, very important as far as this country is concerned. Let's quickly check the political stories that we have. Welcome back, still on the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, where we discuss things that are going on around the politics. Today in the house with me, I also have Fisayomi, AJIBOLA, that we'll be discussing together on one issue that at times, you know, when we talk about this country, once you hear some things, you'll be like, is this thing, is it good or not, as far as the country is concerned? Fisayo, welcome on the show today.
Okay, thank you. Welcome all viewers. Welcome to Politicos.
Yeah, we want to talk on politics and business in Nigeria. Politics and business in Nigeria. And we're going to use the statement of the former president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, that it's illegal for National Assembly to fix the members' pay. And some headlines have it that is unconstitutional for the National Assembly to decide what they earn. He made a statement known on the 11th, that is yesterday, during a public lecture organized as part of the activities for the 60th anniversary of Ariafe Babalola in Ekiti. And that is what we want to discuss on the show today. Public servants, public office holders, they are there to serve us as a citizen of Nigeria. But reverse is the case when you heard about their take home, month end, quarterly, sitting allowance, and what have you. That shows us that in this country, I don't just know how to put it. Fisayo, I don't know, maybe you're going in line with me. They are turning politics in Nigeria to business. What's your take on that?
Well, politics is a big business. It is a huge business, especially in this part of the world. You said people who are supposed to serve us. Yes, they are serving us.
They are serving us. I think.
But making you to spend your money, am I not serving you?
Because I'm coming from the angle that, you know, people that are serving us, we are paying them. Are they serving or they are working? Because we should be able to differentiate it. When you work, is it that you get wages or you get salaries? But in the scenario of this country, people that are serving us, the political offices, you know, the money they are receiving itself is even more than a normal worker. The money that a normal worker earns. Are people not turning it?
Okay, the issue here is this. The statement credited to Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, is not new, but coming out from the president, I don't want to, from the former president, rather, I don't want to misquote him or misrepresent him. He's talking where I have issues with him saying it is unconstitutional and immoral. The law does not recognize morality.
Hmm.
What the law recognizes, what does the Constitution say? It's A. If you must say it's immoral for me to wear my shirt and put it at the back, to turn the front to the back. But if I'm not doing anything against the line of thought of the Constitution, I am free. I can walk around naked if I even wish. But at that point, morality says, no, I cannot walk. But the Constitution also said that I cannot constitute nuisance in the society. Now, coming back to this statement that it is immoral, it is not immoral.
It is not immoral.
It is not immoral.
Okay.
It is not. But constitutionally, don't forget that these people will not do what is unconstitutional. Most times, people in top offices know what the law says. They only know how to twist the law. And the way our laws are made, there is always a lacuna, a vacuum that somebody can always run under and hide.
Under it. When
Under
there's a
it.
problem.
Now, back in the days, the revenue mobilization agent, fiscal, whatever they call it, is the one behind making salaries. They suggest salaries for the presidency and the president sign. And that's the way it was. It has been until President Muhammad Buhari came, who adjusted some things. As at the time he left, he was collecting over 53 million.
As the president.
Yes, annually. Over 53 million annually as president, sitting president.
Aside some allowances as well too.
The fact is this, at that level of being in the green chamber, the red chamber, of the president, you have become more or less like what the Yoruba calls Omojoba.
Hmm.
You don't, if possible, they will be having your back for you.
You do everything on the account of
Yeah,
the
as on the account of the government. The government takes care of you. Your cars, you are entitled to like 2 cars from the government, and you cannot use it for 4 years. It will be renewed. If you have issues, the government take care of it. The feeding,
on the
housing,
government.
on the government. Why do you think you bring your kids to when you have been sworn in? So that we know how many are you.
So
let's know the one that will still buy Cerelac for, who will still have baby food for, and who will still buy what for. They want to know. So you bring them on board, and we know how many are you. You are going to be living on the government. Because it is not a part-time job.
it is a full-time job.
It is a full-time job, the way our constitution recognizes it.
But I'm talking about their take home. Is it
Now,
not
it is, well, if we say it is too much, it is relative. Why? What the Constitution approved is what they are taking. Now, if you are saying it is too much, let's go and fight the Constitution. When former President Muhammad Buhari determined that amount of money, we shouted and nothing happened, and he started receiving it, and he received it for 8 years. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in, they tried to change it, to push it up a bit, but it was greeted with reaction from Nigerians. They quickly issued us a statement that it was a rumor.
But a rumor.
That it was not
I
their
wonder where the
intention.
rumor is even coming from.
That it was not their intention. Good. But the thing is this. The Constitution has made the take home of these government officials too bogus, too lucrative, that they will always want to do everything possible to be there. Let's leave what they say on the media every time, that what they come to report on the media every time, that it is free and fair. Which election? The moment you are looking for money, you must be looking for thugs.
Just to strike balance.
Yes, because you have to use money so that you use thugs, so that you can win election in Nigeria. Because it is a do or die affair. Tell me that job that you want to do in Nigeria. How much does the bank manager a bank manager, MD of a bank, how much does he earn? He does not earn as much as Nigerian president. So, there is no government official, even governors. Don't forget that away from collecting that salary that you will not spend, that huge amount of money, from about 3 million plus, it was pushed to about 13 million. Then it was greeted with reaction. Now, if you are collecting that amount of money,
Is it not adding up to the debts of the country? Because I don't know.
it will not add up to our debts because we are not borrowing to pay. Okay, at a point, I think the former CBN governor, Soludo, did said that there was a point that Nigeria could not pay its monthly allocation to the state, that they have to go out and print, and that was during the administration of former President.
We need to go to that, to go far to that extent.
They have to. You know, one thing is this: the government generates money from itself. The government uses the money to pay itself. What is coming to the public is less than 10% of the revenue. They gag the public to pay the money, and they are the ones spending it. They are the ones spending it. See, if we can make political office less lucrative, then that is when we will say we have, with those who are jostling for that position, have the determination to serve. But if it's still expensive, if I can go to a government, I know of a local government chairman who contributes 1 million naira on monthly basis.
1 million naira.
On monthly basis.
Using our money. I mean, we just need to add possession to it, using our money.
I beg to disagree. I don't want to. When you said our money, which your money?
As a citizen of this country,
if it's your money, if it's truly your money, the amount of money collected from Abacha loot should be shared to us. If truly it's our money.
You know, the government will just come, use the money to do so.
Do what we will not see. What that tells us is that we are only consoling ourselves. Those government officials will still be happy when you keep calling it our money. It's just like a tenant in a house. And he said, I'm in the front of my house. Which your house? Yeah. The house that you can turn back and you see your load outside. When it's not your own. It's owned by somebody. But to make himself happy. Like somebody who has a house.
For my consolation.
For your yes. In a 10-bedroom, face to face. You want one room and you are saying, I'm in front of my house. Which your house?
Which your house?
So that is the position Nigerians are. We usually say our money. It is not our money. These people own the money. They take the money, they eat the money, they spend the money, sleep with the money. And that is how they've been living. Now, if former president is saying it is unconstitutional, no. The Constitution recognizes it. If you are talking, he's not talking about morality. Yes, it is immoral. It is not good. The money is too much. The money is supposed to be used for the development of infrastructure. It's supposed to be used to make roads. It's supposed to be used to make some things that will benefit the populace. But unfortunately, the Constitution recognizes all their take home. And they will always collect it.
Even the reactions of some Nigerians are, this man has one time been the president of the country. What does he do during his time?
Well, see, during the administration of President Obasanjo,
at least 1999 to 2007.
If you ask an average a local government chairman, he will tell you how much the man stood at the neck of governors so that local government can function. I will make an example of that of Ogun State. Virtually all the local governments during the now distinguished Otumba Gbenga Daniel, during his time, all of them were on their heels, working. You see local government constructing roads. Now, there was no point that in history where during the administration, except if anybody has, where he adjusted throughout his 8 years, there was no point in increasing the salary of the president. There was no point. What he did was because it was new, the democracy was new, What the military was collecting was no, he adjusted it to be a template as he got started in the office. And that was what he used all through. It wasn't that there were no fraud or so during his administration, but it was limited.
Well managed.
Well managed. He made ways that you have to work. He opened some of these to those who are intelligent in government. He made them to understand that the more you work, the more money you make at the side. But unfortunately, after him, those who came after him made us to understand that you can get a contract, collect the money, and not execute the job. So if he is talking about constitution and he's telling you that, well, many years ago that I left government, this money you are collecting is too much. Morality is against it. Yes, he can say it.
He's entitled to his opinion.
Yes, it is opinion. And what he's saying, it's normal. But constitution, these people usually go to the law, to the constitution, to do what favors them.
And nothing happened.
That is it.
Do you know the issues I have? As of 2021, a senator in Nigeria is collecting 1.5 million monthly, while a member of House of Representatives 1.3 million monthly. And on quarterly basis, they do collect, get some money that they use to equip the allowance for their office or their ministry or whatever. Yes, quarterly office running allowance, they do get it too as well. But this money is too much. Is this money not too much? Now, all their cars, their house, different allowances is on the neck of the government. Which means they would never use part of their salary to do anything. Even their constituency they came from, there is a constituency allowances that they do give them as well. So what is this money for?
Well, it is, I'll blame it on the constitution also. As I've said, the constitution recognizes it and that is why they are collecting it. I'll blame the constitution on the fact that there are duplicate of duties in our political offices. The National Assembly, making up of the Senate and the House of Reps. What are they doing?
In fact, just let me add up this question. In the House of Senate, we have about 160, House of Representatives about 300, close to like about 460 members, National Assembly.
What are they doing?
Just to move a motion here, pass it here, to it to the Senate. They rectify it, they look after it. I don't just it's not a problem.
It has become a retirement plan for some governors. Because they know they are virtually doing nothing.
Some members are there sleeping.
There are some people when you see their names, you'll be like, is this one in Nigeria? And it's a member of the Senate. Or a member of the House of Reps. What I think the constitution, the government of the day, if truly they have the mind of the electorate, should do is to collapse that structure.
Just to make it one.
Make it one. Yes, you can increase the number, but make it one. And say, okay, let this set of people go through the reading and the first system, pass it to this set, and approve it. That's not all. How many times does the Senate sit in a week? 3 times thereafter. And they collect sitting allowance.
And even different leaves.
They collect.
It says anytime.
See, let me tell you how lucrative it is. They will collect salary. They will collect sitting allowance. You belong to committee. You will collect sitting allowance for being part of that community. If you are the chairman of that community, your allowance is different. There is no way, as a sitting senator, that you not belong to at least 2 committees.
Then what are we saying?
So that is why I keep saying that the constitution allowed it, and they will continue to do it. So the president of Obasanjo is saying not constitutional. No, it is. It is in our law.
That is the reason why it's flat.
Yes. But morality, it is wrong, moral. But morality does not win the case in court. What we should be doing is let's cry out and let them amend the constitution. For the constitution to recognize just one chamber. Let the constitution make it like 500,000 to 300,000, 200,000 as salary. Then we will know they are going there with the mission to serve, with the mission to correct things. Do you know that as a sitting senator, you must come with a constituency project? You come with your constituency project and write billions of naira for it to be funded by the government. And the government will give it to you.
So what are they doing with their money?
You can come back here and do one borrow.
It's constitutional.
Even for good 8 years.
For the constitution.
And people will appreciate that too as well.
Do you know how many people, whenever the person is in this locality, do you know how many will come to him that is there? If we keep on going to politicians to collect money, they will not amend that constitution. Because the money you are asking from that politician, can his salary take all that expenses? No.
But officer, you've been talking about constitution. We can recall very well during the time of former President Jonathan, there was we have confab where people comes together, different reports, and I can recall very well that just revisiting our constitution is part of what they discussed on, and it's part of their recommendations. But
it is part of spending uselessly.
Even the confab.
Yes. Because the confab was set up to please Nigeria. Because right inside them, you know that they're not going to implement.
Because we have about 2 sets, about yes.
Ah, but yes.
Nothing
Have they
happened.
implemented anyone?
No.
They will never. What do you want? Confab. Oh yeah. All those who they know that they are people who can raise dust in every religion, they will pick them to come and attend the confab. Sit, oh yeah, attend the conference. Be eating free food. Drink.
Some will even be there sleeping.
They do whatever you want to do. They will give that person, especially the person who is shouting. I know of somebody who has been shouting, Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation. He was invited to it. After the conference and he came out, the government has been doing very well. This is what I said.
The story changes.
Government knows how to take us. They have weaponized poverty. They will make Nigerians to continue to, for a huge amount of Nigerians to continue to live in abject poverty. Because they still want 1,000 naira to be relevant. They still want 2,000 naira to be relevant to that person. And that is why they will share 2,000, 5,000 and fully unit and people will rush to get it and vote.
Even 500 there.
Yes, they will. Because if they make you comfortable that you can cobble off of a 20,000 naira, it is problem to them. So they have weaponized poverty. They have made Nigerians to understand that this is poverty. And you, this set of people, this is where you will stay. Stay here. So the other class, there is no middle class in Nigeria. We are only consoling ourselves. Is that you are rich?
You are rich or you are poor.
So they will now, the rich class will now tell you that, okay, what we will do is, we would make it in a way that we will always give you the room to run to us. And that is why whenever you see such people who are in government coming to their constituency, it becomes a beehive of activity. People will just come in there to start collecting money. We'll give this one 10,000, 2,000, rice, this, that. Where do you think the person got the money from?
There's no way people will not want to collect it.
Yes, because they intentionally did it.
Well, you are still on the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Let's quickly go on a commercial break. Once we're back, we talk about the possible way out for Nigerians to move out of. I don't even know the adjective to use to qualify this situation of this country. But we'll be right back shortly.
gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bá gbàmù ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zayana. House of Zayana, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zayana lẹ́tí máa rójúlówó Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designs lórí oríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfume lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe kámi èmi ni ó rà èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógì gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ ẹ wá nílò jàlábíà hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi House of Zayana lẹ́ọ̀ tí rí gbà. House of Zayana wà ní 52 ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeem Church Agape Parish ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zayana 08165688618 House of Zayana ilé ìtajà tá a lówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì gbogbo aláfẹ́ tún.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those who work in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Taustaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Taustaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Taustaf Central Mall, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Taustaf Travels and Tour.
Still on the Politicos and Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. We're talking about politics and business in Nigeria, whereby all our senators, the members of national assemblies, they're going home with huge amount. Why an average Nigeria, even without an average Nigeria, is either you are rich or you are poor. Why some people are rich, some people are poor in this country. And when we're talking about poverty in Nigeria, can say that the percentage is very, very high. But what are the possible, what do you think we can do just to, we can curb it, but it can be, I think it should be managed. We can manage it. How can we manage this situation? Because if we're talking about our constitution, we should revisit our constitution. What are the steps that we can take just to face the reality of the day that this money they are earning is just too much?
And let me do a breakdown for you. On daily basis, Nigerian president earns about 207,129 naira.
207,129
naira daily.
300,000 naira per
207, yes, 207. Now, on weekly basis, he earns 1 million naira, 35,646 naira. Monthly basis, he earns 4,487,799 naira 33 kobo. And on monthly basis, he earns, on annual basis, he earns 53,853,592,000
annually.
Now, why do I have to start from daily? 207,129. Some people's annual salary
is not even up to 207. There's no job.
So, where do we start from? For us to really talk about if there's going to be a change, those who occupy these political seats are mostly rich set of people.
Even before getting to the office?
No. They were in that office because they've been there for several years. Some of them before getting there are nobody. But getting to that office after collecting 2-3 years salary, they become a billionaire. And they're not ready to leave. Why? Because it is a business. There, they do not have any other thing they do. In places like America and in the UK, in the parliament in the UK, you are more or less serving. You see parliamentarians coming for plenary on bike.
Just on a mission to save.
Yes, I just want to help my country. Let's correct this, let's correct it. He would start taking permission from his place of work and he would write back to his office. Probably an auditor, a chance. They live like an average Nigerian. Have you ever seen any picture on the internet with convoy and they said his home parliamentary member? Because they are just a regular person in the society. Wow.
More popular than king.
So, that is why I said, first, if you want to correct it, let's go to the Constitution. The Constitution, make amendment. If the Constitution made amendment, then we can sue the government. We can sue the revenue mobilization as a committee, or what they call themselves. We can sue them. Individual can sue them and say, we need Constitution to be amended. Let's get signatures of 2 million Nigerians. We can go to international courts. How many of us is ready to do that? The moment they see that you are making that move of mobilization, they'll start one giveaway.
Just to keep our mouth shut.
And being a country, poverty-stricken country. The 5,000 naira giveaway from government. Have you ever witnessed where government is sharing palliatives? Probably rice, noodles, and coal. You will know that there is poverty in Nigeria. You will see the way people will try fight each other, use hand to
Even
drop the other.
on just the plastic of rice.
I have seen a situation where I did a program on radio and I said I'm giving out noodles.
Noodles.
Yes, noodles. And somebody drove down to come and collect 4 sachets of noodles. I asked, I said, did this person calculated it well? How much fuel will you use to come and collect 4 sachets? 6 sachets, rather.
But the person will be pleased even with it.
We just want to go home and give them the 6 sachets. If it's not important, that person wouldn't have come.
That shows the level of poverty.
But what they did not recognize is how much have I spent to come and collect the noodles? How much is a pack of noodles now? And somebody tells you you want to come to Odeda to come and collect it.
Checking the transport, you'll be like, does it worth it?
Say they want it. Probably a pack of noodles like 4,000 naira plus. If you want to take, yes, if you want to take back from there back to Odeda will collect more than 1,000 naira. So I'm using 2,000 naira to go and collect 4,000 naira.
The 4,000 that we even share, because there are some people waiting for you. Your localities that are where do you live now?
So the Constitution is what we should quickly look at first. When we look at the Constitution, that is when we can make amendment in other things. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo, yes, good, constitutionally it is wrong, but morally it is wrong, but constitutionally, sir, it is not wrong.
Well, because of our time, that is how far we can go on the show today. Let's join up next week again for an interesting topic that has to do with politics in Nigeria. Let me appreciate everyone that has joined us on the show today. And once again, I appreciate Fisayo for being with me on the show.
Thank you.
Today. Till we meet next week, my name is Moses. OKUNLOLA. Thanks for watching.